No time to waste. Let's start with number 10. Number 10. Pre-bagged salads. You buy these because you want to feel like a responsible adult who makes healthy choices. You look at the triple-washed label and assume it's cleaner than a hospital room. It isn't. Pre-bagged salad greens are one of the leading causes of foodborne diseases like E. coli and Salmonella. Because thousands of pounds of leaves from hundreds of different farms are mixed together in massive processing plants, a single contaminated leaf can ruin the entire batch. To fix this, companies wash the greens in a heavily chlorinated water to kill the bacteria. So you aren't just eating raw spinach, you are eating a massive centralized vector for food poisoning that has been lightly bleached to hide the smell of industrial processing. If you want to eat healthy, buy the dirty, annoying head of lettuce and wash it yourself. Number 9. Thermal receipt paper. Every time you buy groceries, gas, or coffee, the cashier hands you a little slip of paper. You take it, cram it into your pocket, and move on with your day. That paper is coated in a chemical called BPA, or its cousin, BPS. It's not ink. It's a chemical layer that reacts to heat to print the letters. BPA is a known endocrine disruptor, meaning it mimics estrogen in your body and throws your hormones into absolute chaos. What's worse is that it absorbs through your skin instantly, and if you happen to have just used hand sanitizer, your skin absorbs it up to 10 times faster because the alcohol opens your pores. You are literally paying to have toxic chemicals seep into your bloodstream through your fingertips just to prove you bought a $7 latte. Number 8. Farmed salmon. Salmon is supposed to be the ultimate brain food, packed with omega-3 fatty acids, but unless the label explicitly says wild caught, you are buying fish that lived its entire life crammed into an underwater cage with thousands of other fish. Because they live in such tight, dirty quarters, they are prone to sea lice and diseases. So farmers feed them a steady diet of antibiotics. But here's the real kicker. Wild salmon are pink because they eat krill. Farmed salmon eat grey pellets made of chicken feathers and soy, so their meat is naturally an unappetizing industrial grey. To fix this, farmers literally feed them a synthetic pigment called astaxanthin, just to dye their flesh pink, so you don't realize you are eating a sad, grey mutant fish. Number 7. Microplastic salt. Sea salt sounds fancy and natural, like it was hand-harvested by a peaceful artisanal worker on a pristine Mediterranean beach. In reality, our oceans are currently acting as a giant trash can for global plastic waste. Studies have looked at sea salt brands from all over the world and found that over 90% of them contain microscopic fragments of plastic. Each time you season your steak or your eggs, you are lightly dusting your food with microscopic pieces of old shopping bags, plastic bottles, and synthetic clothing fibers. Your body has absolutely no idea what to do with plastic, so it just sits in your organs, triggering inflammation. It turns out, seasoned food tastes great, but it comes with a side of microplastics that will outlive your grandchildren. Number 6. Non-stick cookware. Teflon changed the world because it meant you could fry an egg without scrubbing the pan for an hour afterwards. The problem is that non-stick coatings are made from PFAS, also known as forever chemicals, because they take thousands of years to break down in the environment and never truly leave your body. The moment your non-stick pan gets a tiny scratch from a fork or a metal spatula, it begins flaking microscopic bits of Teflon directly into your food. Even worse, if you accidentally hit an empty non-stick pan too high, the coating vaporizes, releasing invisible odorless toxic fumes that are potent enough to instantly kill pet birds in the kitchen and give humans flu-like symptoms. It saves you 30 seconds of dishwashing at the expense of your cellular health. Number 5. Commercial scented candles. You light a candle because you want your apartment to smell like a cozy autumn day or a fresh vanilla bean. But unless your candle is made from pure beeswax or soy, you are burning paraffin wax. Paraffin is a byproduct of the petroleum refining process. When you burn it, it releases toxic chemicals like toluene and benzene into the air, which are the exact same carcinogens found in diesel exhaust. If you burn these candles in a small, unventilated room, you are essentially running a miniature, pleasant-smelling exhaust pipe on your coffee table. The black soot that builds up on the glass rim is the exact same soot that is currently coating the inside of your lungs. Number 4. Industrial vegetable oils. Canola oil, soybean oil, and corn oil are in almost every processed food item you buy. They sound healthy because they have the word vegetable in them, but you cannot naturally squeeze oil out of a corn kernel or rapeseed. The manufacturing process requires intense mechanical pressing, high heat, and a chemical solvent called hexane, which is a component of gasoline, to extract the oil. Because this brutal process makes the oil smell rancid and look disgusting, it has to be chemically deodorized and bleached before it hits the store shelves. By the time it reaches your kitchen, the oil is highly unstable and easily oxidizes in your body, leading to chronic internal inflammation. It's less of a food product and more of an industrial lubricant that we have been convinced to eat. Number 3. Plastic cutting boards. This is an item you use to prepare your healthy food every single day. You slice your vegetables on a plastic board because it's easy to throw in the dishwasher. But every time your sharp kitchen knife hits that plastic surface, it carves out a tiny groove. Research shows that slicing food on a plastic cutting board releases tens of thousands of microplastic particles per year, which stick directly to the surface of your carrots, onions, and meat. You are essentially using a plastic shaving machine to prepare your meals. Switching to a wooden board takes more maintenance, but at least wood pulp won't accumulate in your bloodstream. Number 2. Scented laundry detergent. Everybody loves the smell of mountain spring or lavender fields on their fresh clothes, but fabric softeners and scented detergents achieve that long-lasting smell by using a cocktail of synthetic fragrances and chemicals called phthalates. These chemicals are designed to bind tightly to the fabric fibers so the scent doesn't wash away. This means that all day, your skin, the largest organ in your body, is in direct contact with these chemicals, absorbing them straight into your system. If you can smell your laundry detergent from across the room, you are actively inhaling a mixture of volatile organic compounds that your liver now has to work overtime to filter out. Number 1. Bottled water. The ultimate marketing trick was convincing humanity to buy regular water inside a disposable plastic bottle for 1,000 times the cost of tap water. You buy it because you think it's pure, filtered, and safer. But recent studies using advanced lasers discovered that a single liter of bottled water contains an average of 250,000 particles of nanoplastics. These particles are so incredibly small that they can pass directly through your digestive tract, enter your lungs, travel through your bloodstream, and lodge themselves directly inside your brain cells. You are paying a premium price to drink a plastic soup under the illusion of health. Tap water might have its issues, but at least it doesn't come with 250,000 pieces of degraded trash per sip. Now you know. Subscribe for more.